Hello everyone, this is Gary D. Tonicourt from MoreThanASnapshot.com. In today's lesson, I had a comment from a viewer on a former video about the Perfect Eraser tool in ON1's Perfect Suite 10. I had used it on removing branches from a blue sky, and it worked fairly well for that, and the person asked how would it work on other types of backgrounds. And I think if I were to guess, I would say it probably works okay for certain things, but when it gets really crowded and cluttered, I'm sure it has a hard time, just like anything else. So I'll try a few different things here and, give you an idea of how that works. So I have the Perfect Eraser and I'm zoomed in, and let's say I want to get rid of this white line. I'm just going to paint straight across and see how it does. Now it should be fairly easy because this barn has got a pattern to it. So it's processing here for a second. We'll see what happens. And as I suspected, it did do a really good job. So I'll try it over here on the trees. All right, it missed a little spot there, so I'll go over it again. Okay, and there's a little spot here that I didn't get to. We'll try that. All right, so on the easy stuff, it did, reasonably well. Needs a little bit of touching up here and there. Now we'll get into maybe some more difficult things. Try to get rid of this stick. That did very well. And I'll get rid of this line. Okay, and then I'll just keep going across here. Okay, so far I'd say it's done pretty well. Now let's try something really more challenging. This this cart seems to go well with the scene, so let's just keep going. There is some more stuff on the side that I'd rather get rid of. We'll just jump right over to that. So here we have a car and we have some outhouses. Those definitely need to go. So this, I would imagine, would be much tougher. So I'm just going to paint over it and see what happens. Okay, there we go. We'll let it process. Well, it did pretty well, except that it brought the grass up onto the building. So that could be, easily corrected. And in Photoshop, I'll just do it one more time and see if it'll replace it with the white. It's guessing, it's making its best guess, and that time it guessed the wrong thing. It guessed the grass instead of the white building. Yeah, and it's still off. So that would have to be handled manually. Just for the heck of it, I'll try these outhouses. I'm sure it'll make mistakes doing this because there's a lot of clutter and not much for it to grab onto. But we'll give it a shot. Even if it comes close, like I said, you could easily do some cleanup in Photoshop. I could use a bigger brush and get this done faster, but all right, let that process. Well, not too bad. I think it did make a mess, but I think you could come in and fix that up in Photoshop. So let's come over here and try something a little easier. This person. Yeah, not bad. So I think for relatively simple things that are not overly cluttered. I think it does a pretty good job, and it has a hard time when it gets to some more complex situations. But give it a try and see what you think. Let me know in the comments. Again, thanks. This has been Garrity Tonicourt from MoreThanASnapshot.com.